Dang, the numbers jump. Good morning, y'all. Good Lord. Honey, y'all ready for that morning tea? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Y'all woke up this morning. Y'all doing good. Y'all was on the get up list. I'm over here. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all know what's up. Good morning. Let's see. Let me start calling out as they come up in here. Sherilyn made it to number one. Sherilyn said, "Not today, Joyce. Not today, babe. Mm-mm. Excuse me." And Joyce is number two. Next up, we got Allison Peterson. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Now y'all know yesterday we did our little thing, right? Y'all know how I got to be finessed two times out here. I got to be finessed, call me finesse three times. Okay. So I got the finesse um I know that's right. Child bye. There ain't no damn local. Get on up out of here. I can't tell. No good boy. How about that? Um, good morning, Jay Crochet. Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome everybody to the friend zone. Y'all know I got a old hater already. Already. I got a troll. Okay, hide behind somebody else's name, but boom. I don't eat breakfast food, Joyce said, because it makes me sick. But I'm drinking coffee and about to eat catfish and Now I know you lying. I know you lying. You know good and well you ain't supposed to be eating no doggone catfish and collard greens for breakfast. Now I know you telling a lie. Okay. But I don't eat breakfast food like that. I don't eat it every day. That's not, they say that breakfast is the first meal of the day. Right, Joyce, I thought so. Um and it's good for you. But some people just ain't into breakfast foods like that. So they'll replace it. They have like some fruit, maybe a cantaloupe, kids a cantaloupe, yeah, grapefruit, cantaloupe, watermelon, some grapes, coffee, of course. Some people might even have like a bagel, with some cream cheese, something like that. As long as you getting some good nutrients in your body, some vitamin C. Some people might have orange juice. Honey, as long as you're doing that, then you good. It really does not, it doesn't matter. Some people just doggish. I mean, some fish and collard greens. And, child, honey, y'all, I would go in, but I'm not. Y'all know that person that talking about such and such made me shut my loud talking about she made you shut your loud mouth up. Yeah, I know that's right. Say what? Say she did. What else do I need to say? What else do I need to say that Brazzy haven't said that I haven't put out here? Okay, when we was using when we was using the old gunk monster for our model, literally that's what we was doing because right, as long as you eat, Joyce said. I went from 179 to 124. Now I'm one. I know that's right. Okay, okay, looking like old snack. You want some breakfast, honey? Roll over. I got your breakfast right here. Boom. Okay. Now, y'all, let me just say, let me just say, I'm gonna ignore that because we all know the truth. Some people that's their job. Especially the trolls. They whether it's morning, noon, or night. Just like I tell y'all about the devil. The devil's job is to seek, steal, and destroy. And literally, that's what trolls do. They don't understand it, but they doing the same thing. They don't care if it's raining, snowing, sleeting, whatever it is, honey. Here they come. Okay, and so that's when, here we go, a fact, that's when you got to literally have thick skin. Okay? Now I could really talk about that, you know what I'm saying? I could talk about that comment, but what good would I be doing? What good would literally what good would I be doing? Like I mean I could literally go in like because um what she struck two videos. That's shutting me up. That shut me up. Honey, she did that. Your comment, you literally said that she shut me up because you want me to go in. You want me to talk. You really do. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you don't know, oh, dumb self, you don't know what finesse mean. And she ain't shut me up because the truth is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to, child, honey, trying to set somebody up. That's all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Oh, let me speak to the rooftop runners. Good morning to y'all, too. All y'all heifers over there in the bushes. Let me speak to y'all, too. Okay? Them BBBs, them bad body itches. Let me speak to y'all. Good morning. Happy Monday. Okay? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Now, y'all seen the title? This is just like a good morning. Okay, this is a good morning live. I want to say good morning to y'all. Wish y'all start y'all week off right. Tell you, girl, you at work. Y'all first shift is do the damn thing. Okay, y'all already know, honey. Know how I told y'all, when you girl, you bend over, put that little arch in your back, cause they looking, honey. They looking, and don't forget, you got them ones, that group of chicks. They be smiling all in your face, honey. They can't stand you. As soon as you walk off, they got something to say. Yeah, so just be up on your P's and Q's at all time. Go to work looking like something at all time. Because when you don't, I'm telling you, they are talking. They are talking. Um, Now, like I said, I was literally just saying good morning to y'all. Wishing y'all a happy day, a happy week. Wishing y'all a good day, all in all. You know, if y'all seen the title, y'all read the description. Ain't no more smacking. Y'all ain't hearing no smacking from certain channel holders. Certain channel holders they ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. I told y'all yesterday, honey, Brazzy moves. Brazzy shuts them down. Brazzy make them get out the car. Brazzy make them turn that camera around. Huh? Brazzy like move like literally. And then when it get too much, what happened? What happened? Brazzy literally make them tuck that tail and go run into the principal. Now tell me if I ain't the go. Tell me my commentary ain't the go. Yeah, come up in here because you want me to go in. You want me, but Only the only is these certain channel holders. Them be the ones putting their foot in their mouth. I ain't got to put mine in my mouth. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I ain't put my foot in my mouth, because when 9 times out of 10, when a person put their foot in their mouth, they lying. They lying anyway. I don't have to do that. All I have to do is just talk. Just be my authentic, real self. You know, and I was just wondering, what happened to the smacking? All these lies. I don't really watch her because she's boring, but did she have a new don't honey child? I don't know. That would literally and Joyce, do we have to go there? Because you already know my opinion on that. Mm-mm. Hold up, let me let me put my finesse hat on right quick. Hold up. Let me get right. Let me put it on. Make sure my arm is tucked behind my ears and stuff. Let me get right. Because I'm about to answer Joyce's question. She asking me a question. In my opinion, Joyce, um, that's really, to me, that's really like a question that can't be answered. Because if any woman, every other day, they got some new man. Every other, what? Well, I can't say quarter. That's literally talking about employment. But every what, 2 months, 3 months, okay? There's some new penis, some new one, okay? Uh, he gave me half on my Temu order, and everybody know Temu cheap, okay? So I guess half is like $5. Ugh. You have to think big. You got to think big. And I literally, we talked yesterday. We talked yesterday, y'all, because somebody had, you know, somebody that I think it was Squeeze, crazy. I'm talking about uh on the first day already calling somebody bae or baby. And literally I responded to whoever Squeeze may have been talking about. It don't make no sense. You don't do that. No, first you want to see how he coming. You know, with the man, say something about a bill. You say something about a bill. That'll let you know if you really want to entertain him on a second date. If you really want to have phone calls and stuff, you want to be booed up. That'll let you know. Say something about a bill. So you can say something about your children's shoe sizes. Yeah. Somebody ask you for your phone number. Give it to them. Show. Yeah. Make sure it's 7 numbers. Yeah. And slide that right on to them. Slide it to them. Okay, with your phone number, because you want him to get in contact with you, right? This is how you gonna know. But make sure you got your kids' shoe sizes on there, they clothes sizes. I'm just saying. Come at him like that. Then when he do call you, well, you gave me numbers. What's them other numbers? What's them other? Oh, them my daughter's shoe sizes. See, that's how you can size them up. Okay, we don't have to really go into if she got a new man or not. Come on now. Do you got prostitution on your record? I'm just saying. If anybody know it won't. No, it won't. Quit lying. Stop lying. I'm just saying. If anybody has something on their record that deals with running up to people's cars, and saying asking it, you want a date? Just the flopping around. If you know that you have fallen from grace because you sitting up and you literally talking about your own mama and you calling her all kind of bees and mocking her chronic pain, you know what I'm saying, on live. If you know you done literally put out on let's see, you done put accusations out on people. You done literally tried to defame people's character by saying they tried to have an intimate affair with you, then turn around and say that somebody defamed some man's character by telling the world that he got a doggone disease, just to keep him, okay, just to keep him from moving on with the next thought, okay, to keep him in your words. You call people thoughts, and you call people nasty, you pick at people clothes, you pick at people hair, but you're sitting up and you know your gunk coming out your mouth. Then you might be sitting up where you got 2 3 bald spots. You're sitting up in a doggone mosquito tent, literally, where the gnats is eating you alive. Okay, that's part of karma. That's all part of karma. We don't have to go into everything else that I done talked about, y'all. Y'all know we don't. Okay, y'all know what? Shut me down. Shut me down. And you done had right, Joyce. Use up, dropped it like a hot potato. I'm just saying. It's men out here. It's men out here. They will use you. They will. Because, literally, if we're talking about men, they're only going to do what you allow them to do. hmm They're going to do just as much as you allow them to do. But if you come through the door with boundaries, you come through the door, you know, um, I know for me, hey, don't know your name, but he from Russia. Hey, good morning. Y'all, I'm waving at the air because he wave. And I'm waving at the air. But literally, for me, I've never been materialistic. I never been a gold digger. Okay, but I like nice stuff. I'm a female. I'm a woman. I like nice stuff. I like to look cute. I don't. It's just it be in women's. It's in our DNA. But if you meet somebody, and here's a great example. You meet somebody, right? Your birthday come. You don't get a straw. You don't get a pedal. You don't get a call, a text. You don't get nothing. But it's a lot of boasting. It's a lot of lies. Oh, I'm gonna get this. Your jewelry, and honey, he getting me a 3 carat ring, a promise ring. Then your birthday roll around, it wasn't nothing, not a peep, not even a mothball, nothing. Y'all know, okay? You don't get nothing. Then here come those important holidays. Time for you to, I'm going and I'm gonna spend Thanksgiving or Easter. When Christmas, when families come together. And if you dating somebody, you want to take them and to meet your family. Okay, you want to take them, let everybody, You just taking your +1. Boom. Your +1 ain't nowhere to be found. Your +1 ain't nowhere to be found. Valentine's Day come. Nada. You don't get nothing. Nada. Christmas. You don't get nada. But you turn around and you're doing all the spending. Now, before Christmas even came, on those other holidays, you already knew, oh, nah, he playing. He playing. I must not mean anything, like nothing. Some men they don't recognize Christmas. Just depend on the man. They don't, recognize certain holidays. But you gonna come on now, you gonna get something. If they feeling you like that, you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it by even something simple as good morning text. You're just gonna know it. Okay? That's small, and so that start leading up to like um dates, nice dates, that leads up to let's go dancing, let's go to the movies. That just leads up to spending more time together. But from the jump, if you move him in from the jump, you doggone maxing out your food stamp card from the jump. From the jump, you're letting them drive. Well, drive your car. Um, from the jump. From the jump, you going in your pocketbook, giving him your money, okay? From the jump. I'm just saying. So you can't expect to be treated like a queen. Okay, you cannot be expect to be treated like a queen if you come into the you I mean literally you come into the relationship acting like y'all been together already for 2-3 years. Y'all been living together already, acting like what's where the surprise element? Where is the missing you element? Where is the sweet nothings in your ear element? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Where is getting the butterflies in your stomach? Only time you get butterflies is when it's time for y'all to do the do. Come on now. With no, 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 no. So that should answer. That should answer Joyce's question in a nutshell. In a nutshell. Now, let's talk about the title. Or do we need to? Do we need to? I don't even think we need to. But I knew that would literally pique y'all's interest. I knew that title would pique your interest because it's true. Now, we talked about scrapyard yesterday. And I literally still, because I'm still talking. I'm still talking. You right, brother, she a hot mess. I done told you. You left off the last T. You left off the last T, hot AZZ, or hot arse mess, whatever. Okay. Um. So yesterday we talked about the deflection. We broke it down about a compulsive liar. We talked about the symptoms of a compulsive liar. We talked about people walking around, honey. They dealing with NPD, which is narcissistic personality disorder. And if you tell them anything about it, they'll get offended. They'll take defense. You got to argue, go back and forth. Ain't nobody got time for that. But we talked literally about why people just lie. And I broke it down to y'all. I broke it down like to a science. Because it ain't no going back and forth at this point. Because some people do just lie like water. They let lies roll off their tongue like saliva. It's rolling out their doggone spit ducts. Period, point blank. We talked about that. We talked about scrap yards. Y'all know we went through that. Okay? Despite what people want to say, I'm still I'm still doing me. You know, I'm still doing me. I'm still doing what I do. I'm still doing what I do. Just, yes, Joyce, just lying for no reason. Some people lie because, they just like it. They can't help it. Some people lie because they so used to it. They've been doing it for so long. That's just what they do. And then some people lie for attention. They lie for attention. Say you're sick. Yep, I had that too. Say you had a pair of, let's just say, Jordan 1s. Honey, I had them too. What? I had them too, yeah. Just be lying. Lie for attention, lie to be with the in crowd. They might, some people lie because literally they really they're deflecting. They're really ashamed. They just want to hide their flaws. You know, they insecure. They insecurities. They just lie. Make like they got all this money. They got 10, 11 incomes coming in. You know, they got all everything, honey. Y'all know. Y'all remember what was his name? JT. Five Heartbeats. He said little income coming in, honey. Some people just lie and say they got 6, 7 incomes rolling in, but yet and still, woo, just yet and still, it's just not what everybody's saying. Okay, no one is saying where your lies ain't lying. Okay, I'm gonna just say that your lies don't even be lying no more. Cause ain't nobody saying none of these incomes. You know, you wearing colors like you repping the African flag. Is it the African flag? They got a lot of colors. Yeah. You shoes 2 sizes too small. Your hair be all over your head. You know. And then when some people do get their hair done, okay. Let's just say a person go and get braids, honey. I done seen women there, literally, y'all, wear a set of braids, okay? Wear a set of braids, like for 7 months. No lie, no lie, honey. The roots be screaming. You hear me? The roots be hollering like talking parrots. I'm talking about screaming like a canary. Okay, or down like they be screaming down at the first 48 when the detectives be interrogating them and they give them a 2 piece. That's how I have seen. I have seen. I have literally seen. Um, Now you figure it out. Hey, Conrad from New Zealand. Everyone have a good day, y'all. Thank you, and same back to you, Conrad. Thanks for coming in. I have seen, literally seen some women like that. Okay, and y'all have too. We all live in life. We all wake up. We all see the same mess. I mean, literally, we see the same mess. But then, you have those people who literally would just lie. You'll sit up and lie, and everybody know the truth. Everybody knows that you lying. I mean, what life is you living that we don't live? Where you at? That is, I mean, is it under a rock or something? Cause I want to go. Is it an island? Where's you at? Where everything happens in this, just perfect. Everything is perfect. You can, I mean, get a job like that. Get all these incomes coming in like that. You know, I'm talking literally. Get the, well, I guess anybody. I can't even say. Well, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And yes, I am. But can literally, I was going to say, can get a Peter like that. But it's an explanation behind that, y'all. I got to say it's the explanation behind that. Because if you literally you have different accounts on dating sites and you meeting strangers and you hook up with a stranger for a couple of hours, and then you make a video, but it's different men. Like every day it's a different man, a different some people would call them special guests, some people would call them friends, some people call them this is my bae. I mean, I'm just saying. So if you live that type of life, yeah, it's easy. It's easy to get a man, but most women, when I say most, I'm including myself. Most women, the average woman, it's not that easy to just go and pick up a man. Even if you a 9, you a 10, you a 8, you put together, okay? In every which way, you put together. But you can't go to the store and just pick up some man. I mean, you can if you went there, but You're not gonna do that because you value yourself, you respect yourself, and then on top of that, honey, people scared nowadays. You ain't going no store. You're not going. Most people know I go on these dating sites. Yeah, I go on a date and this, that, and third. I mean, some people they try it, but the weirdness That ain't for me. Some people just don't even mess that way because people is too weird. I think the movie for colored girls that sealed it all. That sealed the deal on so many levels, so many elements. You seen Janet Jackson. You seen, and I don't know the rest of their names, but for all them women, you seen every element of what's going on right now in this day and time that we are living. Y'all seen the man that was cuckoo, that had what he have PTSD. Okay, literally dropped his own kids off the ceiling. You seen Janet Jackson's husband, he was DL. Okay, you seen old girl that did all the talking about wanting to be a ballerina. I don't know where her mind was at and what rock she had been living under. Instead of figuring him out, homegirl, you just met old boy. You just met him. You don't know nothing about him. Be quiet and let him talk. Find out some things about him. Y'all see what happened to her? She invited that man came in the house and what? And what he do? I ain't even got to tell y'all. Y'all know. Y'all know on the movie Color Girl. This stuff happens in this day and age. Women ain't moving like that. Now it's some. It's some. It's some. It's some that move like that. Yeah. It's some. It's some that's low vibrational. And I said it. And I said it again. Low vibrational. Low vibrational. They can come and brag about all these doggone people. Ooh, he's a keeper. I'm gonna get married. Ooh, yeah, I think I'm leaving you too. Ooh. Boy, you wait till I put the finesse down, honey. I found some videos. Woo! Honey, I had to go and download me an app that will really take your audio, and convert it. Oh, say what? Say what? I'm just saying, y'all know what? That's why I say your breath is still. I'm still talking. I'm still talking. You ain't do nothing, honey. You ain't do nothing. Shut up, honey, honey, honey. But this is literally for today's woman. Okay? This is for today's woman. My commentary, y'all know that. I was talking to y'all. Any real women in the house? Hold your finger up like you're in church and you go into the bathroom. I don't care, honey, how much you weigh. I don't care what you're going through. You real. I don't care. Yeah, all that. Yeah, my butt. My butt. Look at my butt. All that, girl, we ain't caring about that. Honey, some women out here that's 382 pounds. Child, and they killing the game. They literally running circles around. They literally running circles around low vibrational women. Point blank, period. Okay? When I say low vibrational, this is a low vibrational woman. A woman that'll sit up and eat like a dog. Okay? A stray Great Dane. A woman that will literally have all kind of Peters running in and out of her, all the holes on her body. Don't care nothing about how she live. She a woman that'll squat in a house that ain't hers. That's low vibrational. And then say, I got a lot of men. Honey, they lined up for me. That's delusion. That's delusion. Now, I know it's people out there that cannot stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it when I drop this type of commentary. They can't stand it. But it's not for y'all. It ain't for y'all. It's for women. It's to keep the real women uplifted, motivated. Don't let, because somebody, yeah, look at this BBL. Look at the, climbed up on the table and I let them cut me up and now, put some fat back there and now I got a butt. Now you got a butt. You literally had to go to another country, look on the bottom shelf in the discount basket, in the discount thing, get you a cheap discounted BBL, and then now it's done came out that BBLs, they got a stench. It's women out there that's already nasty. They know they're not clean. They know that they mamas, aunts, whoever, they know that nobody taught them how to cook, clean chickens. Nobody taught them how to literally clean up. They know how to straighten. They know how to move stuff around. Don't know the first thing about dusting. The first thing about literally washing windows in your house. Don't know the first thing about airing your house out, which y'all done seen that too. Okay? So, but when it comes to body shaming, they can do that real well. They can do that real well, but that's where it stops. With those type of women that I'm talking about, that's where it stops. Because those type of women, they think that they butt, they think that they skills in between the sheets, yeah. They think that's going to get them somewhere. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. But in the end, you're gonna be lonely. It might have you ended up in the doggone clinic. Tyler Perry got a movie out about that. It's old. Y'all remember the young girl and the young guy got married? Honey, what? The married life wasn't for her. Oh, she wanted to hit the club, and then boop, ran into Satan himself. In flesh, in human form. Satan himself burnt her, gave her HIV, and now what? Now she living the dream. Yeah, at the end of the movie, she living the dream, looking like somebody's auntie, great TT. Okay, period. Now he done burnt her all up, and here she come. No, So it's my commentary. I know I step on toes. I know it's some oh, I can't stand it. I said I already know. I already know. But y'all know, being that I know, I love it. That's why I continue on. I'm still talking. Now y'all don't forget I said that. Still talking. I want y'all to remember that. Okay? Remember that phrase. Still talking. Okay? Boom. But this live, I won't be erasing it. It'll be here. I'll go back. When it's time, I'm going to make a clip and make sure I put it over there on the tick of the talk of me saying, remember the phrase, still talking. I want y'all to remember that. So, yeah, I think that was a good explanation. We was talking about the differences in women. We was talking about body shaming and lying and deflection and. But when it comes to these lies, how you feel about yourself? I'm literally, y'all. Let me be truthful for a minute. I looked at a video from a certain channel holder, and I said, "Ooh," I could literally see in their face where they was literally defeated. They was literally defeated. The lies, see, you know how I tell y'all that the actions from the devil will literally, he will put you up and think that you on top. He'll have you thinking that you on top. He will bless you with something, think you got it going on. But in the end, he will give you his tail to kiss, leave you in a messed up situation and everything. Whatever. He put you up, thought you had, he gave you that little blessing of that money, girl. What you spend it on? You can't even remember where the money went because you don't even see it. You don't see what you spent it on. Okay, you can't talk about it literally because you don't know where the money went. Now that was the blessing that he gave you, right? When you thought you had it going on. So now I'm gonna jump to everybody. I'm gonna call all my audience bees, all my fans bees. I'm gonna all that. I'm gonna shake. Only thing I got is a butt. Mm. Mm. That's another thing we're gonna talk. Ooh, child, I can't wait. Cause we sure gonna. Let me hush. I don't want to give it away. I ain't gonna give it away, honey. Cause honey boo. I'm just saying. But it's called, y'all. It's called illusion. When it's called illusion. When literally, um, it's just called an illusion. When literally, you up for a minute. You got this, you got that, and then boom. And then boom. Now you don't have any of what you thought that you had. You don't have any of that. You cannot talk about where the money went. You can't talk about what you spent it on. All the lies that you talking and you body shaming, all this stuff. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. You just hear people, oh, I got this, and I got 9 incomes, and I got this job, and yeah, I got this job. You hear all that, but your eyes just not seeing it. Your eyes is just not seeing it. And I think that spirit, comes from a person's heart. For somebody else, they have it in their heart. Their heart be so, it be heavy. It be so heavy because you want to sabotage the next person. You want to keep the next person from getting somewhere. When the next person do get somewhere, what do? You literally lie. You literally tell lies. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all. Thank y'all for holding. Thank y'all for holding. I'm back. Where did I even leave off? I think we was talking about illusions. An illusion is literally for some people. It's excuse me. It's set up. Some people they think it's a blessing. Okay, they'll say they got blessed with this or they got blessed with that. But the things that they're literally doing, you know what I'm saying? I think they say, I got a bless. I think they use that as a scapegoat so that it can look like to other people that they doing right when they're not even seeing that. They're really not seeing it. That was a blessing from somewhere else. That wasn't a blessing from your higher power. That wasn't a blessing from up there. Mm-mm. No. Because of the stuff that you do in your life, there's no way. Because he don't. Y'all, let me just say this: God don't bless no mess. I'm gonna just say it like that. Some people out here, and they be the way they move and stuff, and then how did that was so you're calling that a blessing, but the way you got that, it was so trifling. The way you got it, for some people it could be their relationship, they man. Honey, you never heard the way you got your man is the same way you gonna lose him. you ain't never heard that. You know, and literally, a lot of people that don't like to hear talk like that. Why am I saying it? Because it's true. Some people out here sleeping with her man. You know good and well that that's her man. And you literally, I don't care. Mm-mm. Yeah, honey, we got to share this. Share? Don't nobody want a dangling that's done ran up in that and then you come running up in me. Child, what? Ain't nobody doing. People are doing it. They are doing it. But let me just say this. Real women ain't doing it. Real women is not doing it. And so I guess the friend zone is predominantly real women. We predominantly old school thinkers. Okay. Now you do have young women. You have younger women that got old souls. They think, okay, like they are older, more mature. They think like that. But then you have the older women who literally out here thinking like they round Glorilla age, like they round Scissor them. Well, Scissor old. Well, she not old, but Scissor. Like they trying to live like they one of these young girls. I mean, their mentality is just thrown. It's just thrown, and so the hate that I get, the if it's I can't stand her and this that whatever. I already know that comes because people cannot stand to hear the truth. They cannot stand it. And some people just, they just, I don't watch, I don't listen, this, that, and be right up in there knowing good and well they do. Knowing good and well, hey Sharon, good morning. Knowing good and well they be listening to. They be listening to. Now, let's just talk for a minute about the pool of women that's older. Pool of women that's older. Okay? Now ain't nothing wrong. Let's just say you. Let me throw a number out there. Let's just say you 52. You 52 years old and uh you squeezing in some leggings, right? Them leggings might look good. If anybody throw on a Depend, okay, they put a Depend on or make them a BBL, you know what I'm saying? Make their butt bigger and then they put leggings on top of it. Okay, boom. That's it. But now turn around. Now turn around in the mirror and let's get a full view of your body. Let's get a full view, okay? It ain't even popping like that. It ain't even popping like that. You got cankles, now this I'm talking about 50. Just the woman might be 52. She might be 52 years old. Okay. Now I think I said this the other day. If you 52, something on your body gonna be hurting. Now come on now. You're not gonna have a perfect day every day like you a teeny bopper. It's just not gonna happen. It just does not happen. Okay? If you have um 52-year-old bones, okay? 52-year-old limbs. You done used them for 52 years. You done used them for a very long time, so they're not going to be limber, okay? They're not going to be limber like maybe you are 19. They're not going to be limber like you 21. You're going to have a pain. Your back might hurt. Your knee might hurt. Your leg might hurt. Your hip might hurt. I'm just saying. Okay? Why you think they got the women's one a day? 50 plus. They got vitamins in place for all of these. Okay? Period. So this woman, she 52, right? This example I'm throwing out there for y'all. She 52 and literally, y'all, literally, she knows that she's not Tyra Banks status, but she talks like she is Tyra Banks status. Y'all, just listen. She talks like she is Tyra Banks status. The boasting, the body shaming, all this stuff that she's been doing for years is now the tables have now turned. The tables have now turned, and everything that she has done for years is now coming back on her. She has she done gained weight like 40 going north, okay? 60 going, 70 going north. She done gained weight like good God Almighty. The knees, they bad, can hardly walk. Supposed to be on a cane. Don't use the cane because in her mind she still got it. Cause, she thinks she Katana or Jade. Literally, y'all. I mean, I know y'all know somebody like this. Okay. The only thing that she has to show is what everybody already knows about. Like the people around her, they know that you was a loosey-goosey. They already know, they know you. Back in the day, you done had everybody. Your JJ's been revolving. It's like a revolving door. Everybody got a piece. Everybody got a pass. Y'all know the old saying, ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Okay? That's the old saying that some guys literally use. It ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. And they're talking about the old thoughts. They talk about the neighborhood hoes. They talk about them. Period. The way I put it down is from real life, y'all. Like, period. So let's move on. Now we're talking about this 52-year-old woman. Okay. People done, everybody know her background. Everybody know she might have, done hit the bricks a couple of times, been to prison a couple of times. Everybody know. Everybody in the doggone city done had her. She ran through, dribbled up now, drawed up now, and she's still trying to hold on. I know y'all know somebody like that in your city. Still trying to hold on. Not to mention the background. about as long as your damn arm. Background about as long as your arm. Now, she talking about everybody else's physicalities, except hers. Except for hers. She talking about everybody else's physical flaws except for hers. Hmm? And then you can just look at her and see all the flaws. They on her face, they on her neck, they on her chest. They, if you move down, they right there. The scars from the BBL, it was there. And word on the curb, honey, she went and got cut on and was leaking because she was so ran to get back to. I got my butt. I got my butt. See, in her mind, y'all. Okay, in her mind, her plan was, yeah, I'm going to leave the city where I'm from. I'm going to get me a BBL. I'm going to get my body done. I don't care if I am going on 50. I'm going to get my body done. I'm going to get on somebody's table, honey, and let them cut me up and suck and pluck and do all that. Then I can't wait to get back. Ooh, I can't wait. Get back, y'all. Skip the part of the drainage massages. Okay, they might have did this, skip that part. Get back and start boasting. Start showing off. Start lying. All of that. But in their mind, their whole thing was, I'm going to get a rich man. Ooh. Ooh. Damn tables turned. And none of they plan work. None of they plan worked out. You know why? The background, the person's mentality, how their heart is set up. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. Your higher power knows what you're thinking before you even let it come out your mouth. If your day is going to be positive, I'm telling you right now, it's not on you. It's on how you think. It ain't what you doing. It's on how you think. Watch them thoughts. I'm telling you, watch your thoughts. The best way to prevent, fight against, whatever, is prayer. I'm telling y'all, you can pray, honey, driving down the street. You can pray driving down the street. Prayer don't always have to be getting on your knees and, I got about it, doing all of that. You can pray driving down the street, pray in the grocery store, walking down the aisle. A couple of words, boom, and that's it. That literally would start to change your way of thinking. It will start to change your mentality. See, let me just throw this in there, y'all, because I got to go in a minute, y'all. I got to get my day started as well, okay? And y'all know duty calls. But I want to say this. Y'all know the main ones that got this to say about Brazzy, got this to say about Brazzy. They don't watch Brazzy. Y'all know they sitting right up in here and they listening. Period, point blank. Y'all know they are listening. And what is it? She said, I'm the, because I'm the number one op. But I don't have a number one op, okay? But a person that has a number one op, I literally wouldn't take any of their advice. I wouldn't take, I wouldn't take my number one op's advice because I know they're my number one op for a reason. They're my number one hater. They're my number one op. So they're not going to tell me anything that can help me, okay? And that's why it really baffled me. That's why it baffled me when I was struck, because I've only told the truth. Because, when a family member had passed away, you lied and you scammed and you frauded people. But I was respectful and I said, rest in peace. And 3 days in a row, okay? But then even though I told the truth, even though I let everybody know, no. Funeral homes don't keep nobody on ice that long, y'all. I let everybody know. Come on now. I let everybody know. So a lot of people, before they literally keep letting the truth be out there, okay? Keep letting a person make sense by telling the truth with their commentary, okay? I'm gonna try my best. This is the last card I got, but I'm about to use it. This is my card. But they only literally, to do all of that. I know YouTube's like, what? Like what? Yeah, they're gonna issue me the strike and stuff. They're gonna issue that. They're gonna take down the 2 videos. They're gonna do that because YouTube is not. It's a company. Okay, it's a company. They're not going to not do me the same way they would do you. Okay, They're not going to do that. They're going to stand their ground. They're going to equality. They're going to treat everybody the same. But really and truly, y'all, come on now. She done had 2 channels taken by YouTube. And you're going to, here you come, going to strike another channel. Do you think that they with that, all that? Let's just be real, y'all. Y'all think they with that, like for real? No. Honey, please. So, boom, it is what it is. But then, when I talk to y'all about the SSDI, the defrauding of that, you out here, taxpayers, they literally making sure you get a check every month, because when they check comes on they pay stub, y'all know we out here paying FICA, they taking out Social Security, they taking out, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to lie, defraud. I'm talking about lie some more and lie some more and lie some more, even when they caught in them lies. That ain't fair. Taxpayers is paying people like that at our expense. We paying people like that to literally exist, because they're not living. People like that is not living. They're not living. We talked about that yesterday, y'all. The difference between living and existing. Living, you got a purpose. You got an end goal. I'm going to touch it. I'm going to do this. You got to go. You got plans for yourself. Existing is what? You just here. I'm here. How you, girl? How you doing? I'm here. Child, I'm here. I'm here. Because literally, you just existing. Ain't nothing going on for you. Nothing ain't going on for you at all. What? Ain't nothing. That's the difference between living and existing. Okay? So, they can't stand it. They can't stand it when a person can literally do their commentary and just talk. Just talk off the top of their brain. Just talk. And everything that they saying is making sense. Everything that they are saying makes sense. Okay? Point blank, period. Even if it is, you done heard it before. Some people, yeah, she's saying the same thing. Same thing. Then I had to literally explain that. What? Preachers, some preachers say the same thing too, because some people don't get it on the first time. Some people don't get it on the second time, third, fourth, fifth. It takes some people 10 times to get it. So what? If you don't like it, keep it scrolling. If you do like it, you want to hear it, you're going to stop. Okay? But it don't make sense to literally stop and then say, oh, I don't mess with her. I don't mess with her. You don't. But everything she talk about, you over there and you listening. You do know you supporting her, right? You do know that. Not on top of that, with your hypocritical self. You do know that you're literally making yourself sound stupid. You're looking stupid. You're listening to her. Like, you are the one who got to look at you in the mirror. Now, how can you say, oh, yeah, I'm this type of woman. I'm that type of woman. But you say, I can't stand Brassy. I don't like her commentary. I don't fuck with her. This, that, and the third. But yet, still, you listen to everything she talk about. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. If somebody can't stand somebody, they block them. They don't want to have nothing to do with them. They don't want to hear shit they got to say, because they literally, that's how it goes in real life. Okay? I think that it's crazy. I think it's crazy as hell to literally say, I am better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And all y'all bitches, y'all can this, y'all can that. I think that's crazy. And then body shame, talk about people's looks and all that shit, right? But don't want to talk about that while your name's sitting over there on the whole PPP database. Them people want their money. Them people want their money. And then you out here striking channels and got all this against you. It's very easy to link a channel. It's very easy to prove that you're getting paid. That extra income, it's very easy to prove. So, when my channel was struck, okay, literally, I don't know. I guess the only defense was just to like shut me up, shut me down, this, that, and the third. But she didn't think it out. She really didn't think it out, because you literally is frauding food stamps, okay, in your town. You literally got the PPP loan, okay, literally, and you literally gets an SSDI check, period, point blank, every month. You literally owe taxes to the IRS. That's four strikes against her right there versus my little one copy strike. one little copyright strike, two little videos. Okay? She got all that stuff against her. So that's what leads me to say, no, she couldn't have thought. She couldn't have thought. She couldn't have thought. Okay? What she thought, I'm going to show that B. I'm going to show her. I can't stand that whore. I'm going to show her. Like literally. Like literally. Would call, yeah, that whore, that whore. But all my kids by the same man. Literally. Ain't ran through. Okay, my city, I don't have a reputation in my city, can go to any club alone by myself and not be worried about men up in there saying they done had me and all this, that, and the third. I ain't got to worry about none of that. So despite, and what I say, I can say that. Literally, I can come and tell women how to be. No, 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 no. I can talk. I literally can tell them how to be. Okay? What made her mad is that I'm telling the truth. I literally can tell other women, that targeted audience that we talk about. I literally can talk to mine. Only thing you can do is lie to yours. That's it. You're lying to your targeted audience. You disrespecting your targeted audience, okay? You ain't putting nothing up there for real for your targeted audience to see, the ones that's following you. And it hurts. It hurts. I step on your toes. I stepped on them. She already got, looked like arthritis in one. You know what I'm saying? So it just was not thought out. The strike wasn't thought out. Okay? So I had to literally help her think it out. That's why I'm telling y'all, think about it. Think about it. Huh? Now this is when, what they say, mind your business. This is when you should have just when her should have minded her business. Because like I have always said, since the day the copyright strike was put in, you struck me, but it's hundreds of channels out here doing the very same commentary. The very same commentary. So don't think for 1 minute that wasn't my defense. That was my main defense. I'm just saying. Don't think when I told the people, wait on it. Y'all gonna get an update. She don't update y'all on nothing. But y'all definitely gonna get an update from me. Okay? Definitely gonna get an update from me. Period. Point blank. You have a great day as well. You have a wonderful day as well, Minimal Songs. In the house. Happy Monday to everybody, y'all. It's going on 9:30. The countdown. Yeah, we done been here about an hour. And y'all know, honey, it'll be another hour, okay? It'll be another hour. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to give y'all a couple more minutes, and then we are out of here. I wish everybody, though, have a great Monday, okay? If it's for those of you that woke up this morning, you listening to this, like, say amen. Say thank you. Okay? You literally, you was on the get up list today. You literally received your first blessing of the day. I think that's something to give thanks about. Okay? Because we all know we living in a time now that life is short. It's very short, honey. These months is coming and going. Back in the day, literally, it just didn't move as fast as it's moving now. It's moving fast, y'all. So I do want to say that, and I want to, when I get up out of here, when I leave, I do want to leave on this note. I want everybody to enjoy their day, have a positive attitude, smile on purpose, and literally, just know that even though we are talking about positivity and, being a good person, just know that everybody ain't on that type of time. So just know that even when something comes at you, it ain't nothing but an evil force, honey, trying to literally, it'll come through anything. It'll even come through your shoe. I'm telling you, it'll come through your lashes. If you wear strips like I do, I wear strips, y'all. It'll come through your strip. Honey, one strip will go on just as perfect, and the other strip, I promise you can't get it on for shit. Period. But that's the evil force trying to take you there. Period. Trying to take you there. I promise y'all. I've always told y'all, before you raise up, if you woke up and you able to say to see another day, before you let your feet hit the flow, you thank your higher power for giving you that blessing. And then when your feet hit the flow, I'm gonna tell you right now, honey, y'all already know the devil said, shit, she up. I'm telling you. And that's when it start coming at you. So you got to implement your faith. Okay, you got to implement your faith, your willpower. You just got to do right. You know what I'm saying? Do the right thing. But don't forget, don't let nobody play you. Okay. Now that's don't let nobody play you because it never said that. In fact, the Bible says don't throw your pearls to pigs because they will trample all over them. So no, don't let nobody play you for a fool. Okay. All right, point blank, period. Just be a good person. Move through your day. Do what you've been doing and end your day on a good note. And that right there, that's gonna get you your blessings. Lying and stuff ain't gonna get you nothing but heartache and pain in the end. And ate up by them damn gnats. Child, honey, bye. I'm out of here, y'all. I want all of y'all to enjoy y'all's day, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next live. Now, if you guys don't know, I always try to end my lives by telling y'all follow me where you can. Okay, y'all know you can find me on TikTok, my Instagram. You can find me here. You know, I've there's links and stuff that I will drop in here, and I probably won't do it now. But I normally do it on each of my lives and stuff. If you're not familiar with this channel, if you're not familiar, but you like the commentary, like honey. I mean, it was freestyle, y'all. We just, had a discussion. But if you into commentary like that, you into somebody talking like they your home girl from next door, honey, go on and like the video. Go on and subscribe to this channel. Okay, make sure you hit that bell so that you can be notified anytime we literally finna bring the tea or we about to talk about something that matters. Okay, because everything that I talk about on my platform, it matters. Okay, and it's about real life. It's about stuff that we go through. Okay, and I'll also, guys, make sure if you have not caught up on all of my lives, y'all do that. Okay, just by a means of support. Do that. If you don't want to listen to the entire live, because sometimes y'all know your girl gets long-winded. I do. Okay. If you don't want to listen to the whole thing, honey, just tap it, let it play for a couple of seconds. Yeah, just get a view. Run them views up, y'all. Okay. That's how you can support your girl. I thank each and every last one of y'all for coming up in here. It's your girl Kim, aka the Brazilian Beauty, and y'all was in the friend zone. I'ma holler at y'all later, okay? And we're gonna talk about our day and what we did. Love y'all. Bye.